So good morning, my name is Omar Hashem. I'm the Group Head of Digital and Technology in the National Commercial Bank. I've been through the industry working into digital and product innovation and rollout in the industry for a while. Today's meeting was very interesting and very interesting me to attend and to participate for two reasons. Reason number one is to share some of the experiences that I see through our digital transformation. And second is that it's good to exchange and to hear what boards are looking for and to share with them what we and how we see the digital transformation journey. Very excited. I mean, I was excited with some of the early presentations. I think His Excellency, the Minister of Telecommunication and Technology, gave a very inspiring speech and set the tone for agility and speed, which is the name of the game for digital transformation. I think followed on by some very interesting discussions, and I think the panel was very lively and brought up a lot of angles around this topic. Hopefully the board members and participants would have gained some views out of it.
You mentioned two very important words, agility, speed, and that translates into velocity and a performance-driven culture in your organization.
Correct. So today, and I think there was two questions lying there. One was around how do you deal with, from a board perspective, sanctioning innovation? And that's a big challenge. Innovation is something that you have to deploy a lot and deploy fast and deploy incrementally till you reach to the right product. I think they quoted Mark from Facebook, where he first fires and then he starts aiming for the product where it would fit with the changes. So to create and to innovate within the industries, be it finance or other industries, the ability to deploy fast, and that requires infrastructure, that requires a culture, that requires investment into certain IT infrastructure to allow you to be able to deploy your ideas in a way to the customer in the MVP, the minimum viable product, so quickly. Your ability to test and learn with segments and some of your customer base and be able to respond, enhance, is key. So that, I think, agility is not just the term of speed, but what it requires from infrastructure, what it requires from a thinking process. So I think this is one. The second part of your question was?
Ingenuity and capability where technology intersects with your people.
Okay, I have to say, and maybe something as a national I am proud of, I think the finance industry in Saudi Arabia is highly Saudized and highly matured as an industry. So the skill sets are very there. And I think equally, and we're talking about our younger generation, they are digital natives. And I think we're inheriting now, we're following them up and becoming digital natives. So the way we live digitally is high. The way we are structured and the way we look at business opportunities in finance industry is high. And I think now what we're embarking and re-equipping our skills is how do we transform our businesses in an agile way and transform the way we respond. And I think our aspirations have gone very high in the last 3 years as a country of taking our rightful place into certain industry. And I think we can see the momentum. For example, we've done a lot in Saudi pre-digital era that is world standard. For example, we have something that is led by the central bank, which is the electronic bill payment and presentment, which is Sadat. This is something is of a global standard today that we take as a norm that exists in Saudi Arabia for the last 10 years. It have disrupted bill payment across the country. We look at our local payment scheme, which is our own private label run by the regulator. And today this is something exportable to other countries within GCC and countries. So therefore the skill set that exists today are capable of reimagining the future, dreaming of new opportunities, going beyond what we have done. And now we need to re-equip ourselves through this digital transformation to attract and to attack these angles. And that means we will be probably onboarding a lot of the young talents, but as well re-equipping some of the skills that are very powerful within our organizations to move forward.
Tell me about your expectations for the rest of today and for the rest of the Chairman's Summit.
I think what I'm looking forward for is the next session after lunch. Hopefully everybody comes excited and energetic about it. It's what business heads or technology heads or digital heads would look from boards and how this conversation will go. I'm lucky within our own organization to have a board that's very active, very informed, and can imagine with us our digital transformation journey. But it's great to hear the discussion on a broader sense than the banking industry. I think it's a very exciting topic that we'd like to look at and hear some of the ideas that are coming out of it.
Thanks so much for your time.
Pleasure.
It's a pleasure to meet you and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you very much.